welcome back to the show. I'm very, very excited to have a close friend in studio with me right now. You know, was it last week or 2 weeks ago when it launched?
Last week.
Last week when these products actually launched, I talked about them. So some of you, this may be a reminder. For some of you, it may be your first time hearing about it, but it's Essential Preparedness Products. And I'm with Jennifer Lindley, who is a close friend, founder of this. And you know, Jen, I want to set it up first, kind of put it into people's minds. The whole thing about Katrina struck me. You know, it's so sad. I feel like constantly we're talking about the tornadoes in Joplin, what happened in Japan, Haiti, Katrina, all these different disasters. And talk about your experience when you were watching the recap on the news of Katrina.
Well, this whole idea did come from Katrina in 2005, and what I had noticed on the media was a news clip of a man who was stranded on his rooftop, and he had spray painted diabetic on there. And at that moment, I knew what his needs were. I'm a type 1 diabetic. My son's a type 1 diabetic. I've been diabetic for over 28 years, and it was just a really hopeless feeling to know that he needed help and there was nothing that I could do at that moment. So that's how this kind of all started, is that I thought we needed some type of a preparedness kit for chronic illnesses.
You know, I think for a lot of people, somebody who maybe isn't diabetic wouldn't understand what a crisis that man was in when he spray painted diabetic on the top of his roof. But for somebody like you, it hits home, and you're thinking, okay, what would happen in a crisis situation, especially because, you know, in those moments of being rushed, you're thinking, okay, I've got to grab this, 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 and this. Right. And when you're thinking about it and you're in a calm situation, makes it feel like you're going to know what to do. But in a situation where things start happening and you've got to go quick, that's where the Medi cases come in.
Absolutely.
Come into hand. I mean, this is really a great product.
This case has everything that you need, and it's not that we don't have these supplies, but you're right, they're not organized. They're on a shelf, and you have to pick and choose a lot of things to pack and get ready. And so that was part of the structure of this case, was to have it loaded, except for your insulin. You want to keep your insulin refrigerated, and if you ever are in an evacuation purpose, or if you're going camping or out of the country, you grab your case, you put your insulin in it, you throw your ice pack in it, and you're off, and it's that easy.
Now you've got 3 cases. You've got a diabetic, an asthma, and a cardiac case, right?
Yes.
And so they have all the essentials they would need to last them about how long?
For a diabetic, this case here, most people relate to a 72-hour kit, so we say that, but this case here would last someone well to a month, which would have been very, very helpful in Japan.
Jen, that's incredible. Oh my gosh, so kind of describe what some of the things are in these cases.
So this case is the diabetic case, and it's all inclusive. So if you're a type 1 or a type 2 diabetic,
let's move this way a little bit so we can get it on camera. There we go.
You get both. All of this comes together. You pick the insert that works best for your needs. So if you're a type 1, you would probably want to choose this one because it has a place for your glucagon and your ketone strips. It has your glucose tabs and a supplement if you're on vitamins or anything like that for a 7-day pill. And then it carries syringes, your insulin and blood sugar strips. It has a great ice pack in it that will help keep that cool, and it has a logbook here that I think is really great. Helpful. It will assist medical professional if they come upon this case to know exactly what that person's needs are if they are not able to help themselves. So, and then this would be our type 2 case. Our type 2s, diabetics usually have more complicated illnesses. They take more medications, and so we put in some pill bottles that they can put their individual medications in there, label them, how many times a day and that, and then there's a spot if they're on pen injectors that they can slip those in there as well. And so it really is an inclusive case that carries everything that one would need.
Well, and when I heard about these, you know, I started thinking of all the people I know that have one of those, whether it's asthma or, you know, heart problems or are diabetic, that would benefit from something like this. To have it in a safe place, you can grab it. I think one of the other good things to point out about these is that if you're in a situation, they're built strong.
Oh,
and if water is an issue, they're going to be able to withstand all that.
These are tough and rugged, and they are airtight, waterproof, shatterproof, and they float. So this is a really great product. We're really, really excited. This is made in the USA, and we take a lot of pride in that. And it's just been a really great journey putting this all together and working with a team and knowing that we're going to help so many people.
You know, it's kind of crazy. Jen, when I first heard you were doing this, you hear a lot about, like you said, all the 72-hour kits and, you know, your food storage and having those things in order. But it is kind of shocking that you can't find something like this online, and now you can. So you can actually go to the website, which is medecase.com, right?
Yep, www.med-ecase.com.
And you can get all the information there. It's got everything that you need to know about them, how to order, some information about Jen, and you know how she came up with all of this with this idea. And it's great to have this, you know, happening in our own backyard right here in Utah. We're very proud of her. So, and I absolutely love her. So, Jen, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take a short break here on the Mountain Morning Show. Stay with us. I'll be right back.